Hello everyone, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. We're taking on the final 2 levels of World 5, which brings us to the end of the game. Starting off with the castle level, level 4, Croc's Interactive. Now, if you have no idea why it was called Croc's Interactive, well, the publisher of the game was Fox Interactive. It's pretty much a play on words. This is one of the biggest challenges of the game, actually, because we have no crystals in order to deal with this guy, and, well, yeah, that kind of happens. You just really have to be good at dodging fireballs. Up, and go! There we go! Now to make sure you don't screw up. This is... well, this was the Tower of Power level. Now for Hassle in Castle. Let's go! Now, the one fact I have about this, I actually only have 2 facts left for the entire game. It's gonna run out at some point. Might as well be at the last video of this Let's Play. And it actually has to do with the voices that were used in the game. The voice actor, I will say. There was only one voice actor to this game. Which seems hard to believe, comparing how Croc sounds and how Baron Dante sounds. However, I'm going to stop here because we're in the Dungeon of the Fright Room, which is extremely small. And the reason it's really small is because it's just showing off the balloon guy one more time. We have the choice of 2 rooms. Each of them actually lead to a different room, and I'm going to be showing off both of them. So let's start with the door on the right. I really hate that we have to torture that guy and just make him explode again, but we can continue on to Ballistic Meg's room. Now, I kind of said that it was... how did I do that? It's kind of hard to believe that listening to how Croc sounds and how Baron Dante sounds, or how the Dantini sound, or the Crystal Boss's cackling sounds, that it was done by one guy. But it was. There's only one voice actor who is credited throughout the entire game, and he is Jonathan Aris. It's kind of amazing because his range, based on how everybody sounds, and none of them sound the same, his range, his pitch of voice is absolutely spectacular. Listening to his cackling, to Baron Dante, to Croc, it's just fantastic. And why did I do that? As long as I keep 1 crystal, I can get that life, because I'm at 99 crystals. But yes, that only 1 voice actor was used, which is pretty spectacular. Now, I went back, and now we're in the room on the left from the Dungeon of the Fright Room, which brings us to Platform Pete's room. It pretty much plays out like the Colored Crystal room, where you have to do these pretty much double jumps in order to get across every single platform. Honestly, it's something I don't know, I like it too much for some reason. And at the end of both rooms, we're actually taken to the Swipe Swiftly room, so it actually doesn't work in order, technically, because unless you do Ballistic Megs first, but then you completely miss out on Platform Pete's room. Not like you're actually missing anything, you kind of don't miss much. And of course, as it is with Swipe Swiftly, we have the sliding platforms from side to side, and also the crumbling platforms. And devils, because they really like devils. They really just gave up on the rest of the enemies in order to just throw devils every single place they could. But this leads us to the end of level 4. That's a nice round 25. That's pretty good. And with that, after all 4 levels, we can even see we head on to the one boss of World 5 in the Secret Sentinel. Now, if you actually look at the background, you can actually see the castle world and the ice world in the background, which is actually really awesome to do. I wonder if you can see the other ones. Oh, there's the desert worlds. There's the volcano. They actually put... I don't know if they put all of the worlds in. I don't see... It may be the desert worlds somewhere. Oh, there's that world, so that's the desert world to the left. And I find that absolutely amazing that they put all the worlds, all the islands around the Crystal Island. Meaning that we're actually in the center of the Gobbos archipelago. And enough of that, let's take on the Crystal Boss. Crystal Dante. Now, we just take him on straight on, and there's actually 2 ways that you can deal with this guy. One is the normal way, and the other one is the really fast way. I'm going to be doing the regular way first. And, his only attack is throwing lightning at you. You can't get to him in the center because he's floating. So what you have to do is bang on one of those gongs. And now the race begins, because now you have to go across and hit every single gong and make sure that all of them are vibrating. For some reason, Crystal Dante does not like gongs. And you can actually, and number 4. Nope, I'm not fast enough. Just keep on going and be really quick. Nope. One of them is stop vibrating. Just have to keep going around and make sure you don't get hit. I'm kind of screwed here. The normal way is actually the slow way. The other, And it kind of slows you down because the platforms are not fast enough. Oh, I may be fast enough now. No, I have to wait. Oh, come on. You pretty much just have to be riding the same platform in order to get this right. 2. No! Oh, no. Shoot, he's gonna fire. Like, this guy is not hard. He's actually the most challenging, and it's good that he's the final secret boss. Alright. There's 2 gongs. No, I hit all of them! And they will continue to make noise. Too bad we can't actually see him at this angle, but once you have all 4 waving around in unison, we win. And here is for those who were wondering how the fast way actually worked. This is how you actually beat the Crystal Boss in less than 20 seconds. There are tiny little platforms right on the corners where you can jump on them and actually stay on them. If you use those and you have really good platforming ability, you can get to them, hit all the gongs super fast, and win the fight. We have defeated the crystal boss. And that is 100% completion. We are done, and now we get to watch the credit sequence. Now, if you notice, back in that scene, Croc actually took one of the crystals that Crystal Dante, or the crystal boss, turned into. Don't think too much into that at that moment, because it kind of doesn't mean anything. I guess it's supposed to be some sort of a trophy. But anyway, that is it for Croc. Now, one thing I didn't actually show off is that I cut the first credit sequence because it was exactly the same. After you defeat Baron Dante, you get a credit sequence. After all the happiness and all the good stuff and all the Gobbos dancing, yeah. Anyway, yes. Looking back on this game, my overall thoughts is that it is a good game. If you give it a chance, it is definitely not the best game. I do have some gripes. The controls are a bit iffy, of course. The camera doesn't like you at some points, and Trumpet Player, I love you. The musicians of this game were absolutely awesome. And the voice talent, Jonathan Ayers. God. But yes, this is it. Give it a chance. I recommend it, of course. If you can forgive the controls, if you can learn quick enough in order to learn the controls and not snap it across anything in your general vicinity, you'll probably have a good time with the game. And of course, the music. The music is my favorite part of this entire game, and the music kind of doesn't loop because we're almost done. And my one final thing, as Croc will return, is that in the PC version there's a bit of a difference in the credit sequence. My final fact. In the credit sequence, there is a nice little thing under the special thanks that says Croc, Widows, and Orphans. And this was an idea of the game's lead tester, because everyone on the game's team had spent so much time working on this game rather than being with their families. However, it wasn't put into the PlayStation or Saturn versions. Odd. Well, with that, we're going into demo. Why not? This has been it for Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And like the credits said at the end, take care, everyone.